to the channel. I'm back to break down this 4-game NBA DFS slate on DraftKings. Before we get into it, if you do enjoy the content at any point in this video, if you could leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, that would be greatly appreciated, guys. YouTube continues to tell me about 60% of my audience is not subscribed. So if that is you, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. And in return, I'm going to be offering you some value, offering you some advice, and offering you some picks that are going to help you win some money during this NBA DFS season. I'll be here all NBA season long breaking down these slates to help you guys become better NBA DFS players, help you win some money. And if you are interested in some further content from me, I do offer an NBA DFS package over here on Patreon where you can get access to my premium NBA projections, NBA data sheet, player stats, team stats, play context stats, core plays, injury impact insights, and NBA Discord chat access. Got a lot of good feedback from some Patreons over there. I'm going to continue to work hard on that, continue to try to improve it, continue to every day provide you with value. And I do offer some further things as far as coaching. If you're interested in that, go ahead and contact me. We'll sign up a one-on-one session as far as Zoom or anything you want. We'll set up a training designed to accommodate your goals in DFS. And lastly, when I reach 25 patrons, I will be giving away a free lifetime subscription, all sports, to one lucky winner. So once we get up to 25, currently at 15, I'm going to be giving away a free lifetime subscription to one lucky winner. So quicker we get to 25, quicker we get that free one. Thank you to everyone that's a Patreon right now. And last thing before we get into the breakdown, I have recently partnered with Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a player's prop app tournament similar to FanDuel and DraftKings, but except you have to pick player props. So for instance, their big $20 NBA tournament tonight, you get 20 options, you have to pick 10. The more points you get, the less likely the event is to occur, the more likely. Similar to many aspects of betting or anything in general. It's a risk-reward format. It's really cool. It's a different way of playing instead of this classic salary format. And honestly, I've had a lot of really good experience with it. You can narrow things down like pace and which games are really expected to move quick and pick the over or under. And not to mention injury news. If injury news comes out during the day and let's say, Joel Embiid's resting today, of course we're going to like Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and Dwight Howard a lot more. So we'd feel a lot better taking the over on those guys. So these are the things that you can leverage over on Thrive Fantasy. Check them out. Use promo code KJK DFS to receive a 100% deposit bonus when you deposit $20 or more today. All the way up to $50, they'll match you guys. Thrive Fantasy, excited to be partnering with them. Awesome app over there. Sign up today. Use promo code KJK DFS to get your free money. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and start breaking down this slate today. First game on the slate, Philadelphia taking on Indiana. Joel Embiid is questionable in this one. As far as the latest update, he is a true questionable. He continues to deal with back tightness, but he's played in each of the last 2 games. So expect him to be good to go. I'm not really too concerned, but it is a Sunday. Oftentimes, if there's a day that they're going to rest the guy, it will be on Sunday. So just keep an eye on that because that will impact the other guys on this team. This game right now comes in with a 224 over-under with a 2-point spread in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers. So a decent pace game. But yeah, the Embiid news is big. If he's out, we're going to love Ben Simmons. We're going to love Tobias Harris. If he's in, he would be my top play on the team. Of course, he is priced up, so he is the top play. But putting up 59 DraftKings points last time out, taking on that Minnesota squad, terrible defensively. So Indiana not quite as bad defensively, but still, Joel Embiid's usage has been off the charts. Same thing for Domantas Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon. Ever since shipping off Victor Oladipo, both these guys have continued to see tons of usage, tons of minutes. 37, 38 minutes the last 2 times out for Domantas Sabonis, 55 and 44 DraftKings points. So, in a matchup against Joel Embiid, is it the best matchup? No, but can Domantas Sabonis hang with him? Absolutely. And if we have the value to fit in him in our lineups, we're going to want to be playing Sabonis every single night out. Malcolm Brogdon, same rule applies if we can fit him at the point guard position. 8-3 now. He was 8-4, 8-6, 8-5, so his price continues to dip. We've seen him put up 60, 45, and 40 DraftKings points. I think he's got plenty of room for 50-plus DraftKings points every single time he takes the floor. With no more Victor Oladipo out there, he's going to continue to put up those big games. Miles Turner definitely has the upside. He's a little bit hit or miss. He's hit or miss if Domantas Sabonis is in the game, and Domantas Sabonis is healthy right now. So, as far as anyone else in the game, really, T.J. McConnell, Jeremy Lamb continue to be priced up to the low 5K range because of their involvement in the offense, but I don't really know if their upside's there. T.J. McConnell, a little bit of a revenge game, I guess, taking on his former team. But, I would definitely prefer Jeremy Lamb over the 2 there. If Doug McDermott continues to be out, that's going to give a big bump to a guy like a Jeremy Lamb, a guy like a Justin Holiday. If Doug McDermott's back, it's going to make me not like those guys quite as much. Justin Holiday seeing huge minutes, I will say, 39, 30, 38, and 38 minutes. So plenty of upside there at that amount of playing time. Seth Curry, Danny Green, both interesting options down here for the 66ers because both can shoot the three ball very effectively on DraftKings where you get that half-point bonus. You could be playing them for value plays, but we're going to get into some faster-paced games here, specifically the next one on the slate. Brooklyn taking on Washington. This game is expected to absolutely fly. James Harden is listed as questionable. This game comes with a 244.5 over-under. That is a huge total. So James Harden being listed as questionable right now with a thigh injury. I kind of think he's going to be out in this one. I don't know. We have to keep an eye on it. We can't jump to conclusions, but if he's out, of course, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant become great plays. Kevin Durant going into Washington, the hometown. A little bit of a narrative there for you guys. You got to love to play the guy in Washington. I know for a fact that he plays with a little extra motivation when he goes back there. You know, some family and friends watching, I'm sure. So Kevin Durant, I'm going to absolutely love on this slate at 10-1. Bradley Beal at 10-2. Continues to be very, very priced up as if Russell Westbrook isn't in the lineup. So if Westbrook's in, you know, of course you can play Bradley Beal, but it becomes a little less appealing. I really like Kyrie Irving, of course, if James Harden's out, as mentioned. So he's going to become a big priority. Everyone in this game is a priority as is, just because it's such a fast-paced game on a 4-game slate. And then Westbrook, you know, I'm going to really, really like as well. Would have played more than 27 minutes last time out if he didn't get ejected. So I think we're going to see him get more up towards the mid-30 minutes. And then if James Harden's out, Joe Harris, Jeff Green become more viable options, these role players that might get a few more shots. Joe Harris putting up 30 DraftKings points last time out. This guy can absolutely stroke it from behind the arc. So if James Harden's out, I'm going to really like Joe Harris. Jeff Green, these guys will get more usage. Jeff Green, a former Wizard himself. Interesting plays. Now, on the Washington side, it's really Westbrook. It's Bradley Beal. Rui Hachimura and Davis Bertans are both back, so these guys are interesting options. It's just that they're playing like mid-20 minutes. So the rotation's kind of spread thin. We've seen Jerome Robinson really have a bigger role lately, but he's kind of only at 20 minutes. And then you got Denny Avdija, Matthews. This whole team's getting healthy all at once, and they're just playing each of these guys like 20 minutes apiece. So it's kind of tough to go there. Alex Len at 3.5 and Mo Wagner at 3.2 are interesting options. But once again, this rotation is just like, a few of these guys are going to get there. Of course, in a high-paced game, it's expected, you know, a few of them are going to have big games. It's just because of how fast this game's playing. But I don't know. I'd really be locking down on Westbrook and Beal on the Washington side. You got Durant and Kyrie on the side of Brooklyn if Harden's out. I feel like they're just going to rest Harden, so I'm talking like as if he's out. Of course, if he's in, you know, it's going to be a little more spread thin. I will say I will still have interest in all three of these guys. You can only play two max in your lineups because all three are not going to get there, so you can play two of them. Don't play three. And yeah, that's pretty much my overall breakdown. Robin Lopez, Ish Smith, all back. Craziness on the Wizards side. It's just minutes for you. And then don't forget, if Harden's out, a guy like a Bruce Brown down here at 3.8 becomes a very viable value play as well. Orlando taking on Toronto. Nikola Vucevic comes at an 8.7 price tag. This game comes in at a 220.5 over under with a 5.5 point spread in favor of the Toronto Raptors. 220.5 and a 219 total for these last two games on the slate. So after that exciting game we just broke down, these ones not so much. Nikola Vucevic at 8.7 if we have the salary to get up to him. Love him for sure just because of his usage, but yeah, prioritizing him over like, you know, DeAndre Jordan in the previous game we talked about. And I don't know, I think I might have skipped over DeAndre, so my apologies for that. But DeAndre at 5.2, taking on this Washington squad, you know, he could have a huge game at a lower price tag in a fast up-tempo game. Not to mention we have a guy like Joel Embiid with all the usage if he's healthy. But Vucevic, always going to be a viable option at 8.7. It's just a matter of if we're willing to play him over other options in our lineup construction. OG Anunoby continues to be out. Norman Powell is listed as questionable on the Toronto side, so he's considered more so doubtful. Terrence Davis, Stanley Johnson are the main guys that are going to get a big bump from that. Stanley Johnson at 4K last time out, we only saw him play 19 minutes. Terrence Davis did get the start. He was only priced at 3K. He did get a slight bump up to 3.5, but he only played 19 minutes, so not like he got a ton of run. So I'm sticking to the main beneficiaries in this offense. I'm sticking to Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, and I will say, with no Anunoby and with no Powell, these three guys are going to take on a lot more responsibility. So even though it's a slower paced game, these guys are all playing around 40 minutes a game, and they're all getting a ton of usage. So these three guys are actually a big priority for me on the slate. Expect for all three of these guys to have a big game for their price tags. I mean, mid 7K price tags, and they're the only ones on the offense. So you got to feel good about that. Orlando, I'm also pretty locked in. It's Aaron Gordon, it's Evan Fournier on their side. Both of these sides, very predictable rotations, which is great considering, we were just talking about a Washington team where you get like 20 minutes per guy. You know exactly what you're getting with each of these teams. You got Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry on the Toronto side. You got Nikola Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier on the Orlando side. Chris Boucher and Terrence Ross, both very high fantasy point per minute producers off the bench for both of these teams, and both seem to have gotten their minutes cut recently. So interesting. I don't know. Terrence Ross did play on the Toronto Raptors for a very long time, if you remember, a little bit of a revenge narrative, and he has got back on track the last two times out, 31 and 30 DraftKings points. We were seeing him play mid-30 minutes with no Evan Fournier. He started having some very bad games, only putting up 24, 17, 18, and the last two times out, he's gone back up to that 31, 30-point range. So at 5'4", I always love playing Terrence Ross, 6-man off the bench. He's going to get all the usage. Michael Carter-Williams continues to be out, so that's going to help his case. Cole Anthony, the starter point guard, you could play, but as mentioned, I'm not really looking to go there. I already said I like Vucevic, I like Gordon, I like Evan Fournier. So Cleveland taking on Minnesota. Last game on the slate. We got some injury news to dissect here. D'Angelo Russell is questionable after playing 25 minutes last time out. I don't know what's going on with D'Angelo Russell other than it just seems like he doesn't want to play. I don't get it. His quadriceps. It's a right quad bruise. So some of this seems weird. It doesn't seem like he's actually that hurt, but Naz Reid, questionable. Last time out, I really liked Vanderbilt when I found out that Naz Reid was going to be out, and then we saw him only play 24 minutes. I thought that could creep up to the 30-35 range. Just didn't happen, so we got another minute spread thin rotation in this one. As far as the total's concerned, as mentioned earlier, it does come in with a 219 over-under. Lowest total on the slate. Andre Drummond at 8-4 in this Minnesota matchup, I'm going to absolutely love. I was talking about playing Nikola Vucevic and the other options we have. Andre Drummond's the guy I had in mind. Minnesota's not going to be able to defend him down low. He has seen his minutes kind of cut since Jarrett Allen came over, so that's a little bit of a bummer. However, he only played 28 and 28 minutes the last two big performances he put up, and he put up 48 and 59 DraftKings points. So, I don't know. I just like him in this Minnesota matchup. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I love targeting Minnesota, which means I'm going to love Colin Sexton tonight. At 6'8", consistently playing mid-30 minutes, getting a ton of usage on this team. He's at 6'8", taking on this Minnesota squad. I'm going to love Colin Sexton. Malik Beasley at 6'6", if there's no D'Angelo Russell, continues to be a great play. Can definitely get you there at his price tag. Larry Nance Jr. at 6'5", kind of blended in the rotation with Jarrett Allen and Andre Drummond, the bigs, the forwards. Tough to go there. Jarrett Allen at 5'4", once again, big upside, but blended into the rotation. So, I don't know. It's tough. All these guys could have big games. I love targeting Minnesota, but rotation's getting a little spread thin. You even got Chetty Osman getting some minutes. Taurean Prince getting some minutes at 4-3. He saw his minutes bump back down to like 22, but it was a blowout last time. Big blowout game last time out. So the rotations, these guys didn't get as much run as they typically would. So, my favorite options are Andre Drummond, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, and Taurean Prince on the Cleveland side. On the Minnesota side, it's Malik Beasley, Naz Reid if he's in. I liked Vanderbilt, but his minutes are kind of limited. Anthony Edwards, the young talented rookie, you could be playing, getting around 30 minutes a game. He has upside, but Ricky Rubio at 4'8", I mean, sure, why not? But he's only playing like 20 minutes a game, so I'm not looking to go there. It's just kind of limited appeal after we talk about these main guys. Andre Drummond, Colin Sexton, Malik Beasley, Naz Reid if he's in, I'll love. Vanderbilt, Anthony Edwards, but it's tough, guys. These teams are making it tough on us. They don't have solidified rotation, so maybe playing some guys that we talked about earlier in the video, like, you know, Evan Fournier, that those guys on the Toronto side, those guys on the Orlando side, they're actually getting those minutes. But with all of that being said, that is my overall breakdown on this 4-game slate. Before I let you guys go, I got to give you my lock of the night. Let's get into it. And my lock of the night tonight is going to be Colin Sexton at this 6'8" price tag, taking on this Minnesota team. I absolutely love the price tag on Colin Sexton tonight. If you've been watching me, you know I love targeting this Minnesota team, and for good reason. Their defense has been absolutely dreadful. Best matchup possible on my sheet as far as Colin Sexton's concerned. 30th best in the league at defending his position, putting up 1.06 DK points per minute and expected play in mid-30s up to 40 minutes in this one. I absolutely love Colin Sexton, and there is no doubt in my mind in this matchup that he is my lock of the night. So there you have it, guys. Colin Sexton at 6'8", taking on Minnesota. I don't think they can guard him. I love him in this matchup. Get him in your lineups because he's my lock of the night. If you did enjoy the content at any point in this video, if you could please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Do not forget to check out my Patreon package, link below in the description. Get access to my premium projections, all my stat sheets, my core plays. Get to ask me questions all the way up until lock. Check it out today. Start winning some money today. And check out Thrive Fantasy. Use promo code KJK DFS to receive a 100% deposit bonus when you deposit $20 up to $50 today. Thank you very much for watching the video today, guys. Wish you all the best of luck tonight, and we will see you in the next one.